only data any other team has on the Natalia is that game, nobody is going to dare let it through a banning phase.
And we're sorry, guys, on the server. You're going to be dealing with a lot of Natalias possibly now in your ranked games after that display. Korea on your blue side, North America on the red side. 2-0. Korea looking to put away the coffin into the ground. Teamy going to be the first ban.
Banning out T and me. It's played decently over on the North American side. It's a very powerful character. I understand why you'd get rid of it.
For Korea here, they don't even seem to care about rest on the Alice.
This is something we've seen from Korea, though. When they feel confident, respect bans. What respect? Why on earth would you ban out to your opponent when you can just power through them?
Literally demolish them. North America understanding the power of this Zenial, but it's still Sun, it's still Chaser in these split lanes, and these guys are a bit ridiculous.
I don't know what North America needs to do aside from play their game. Because what we talked about, what we set up a lot for them was managing to find early team fights. They haven't been able to do that. For
they haven't found a kill yet, TJ.
They haven't found a kill, but they've never actually found a proper team fight really either. And I'd really like that to change. If it does for North America, it comes off of them forcing it. And the way you force a team fight is you concentrate on objectives and invades. If you're constantly threatening the Abyssal Dragon, they need to fight you. The only time they challenged an Abyssal Dragon so far, Korea backed off, and then from then on out, Korea were able to build such a lead in the jungle that they never dared come near the pan again.
Well, North America could be banning away the Arum. Meanwhile, for Korea, going to be banning away the Grak, so actually taking away one of their picks they've been using.
Arum safely off the board, but yes, the Grak is a good ban on the North American side. The Koreans, like you said, maybe it's just a complete lack of respect coming through. Maybe it's a specific strategy they're planning on running. They want to run something in the backline.
Oh, no.
And they're scared that a Grak could counter it.
For North America, also taking away the Crixie that Sleepy found a lot of success on yesterday. Now not having that option. Still, though, a little bit of a pool to go through. Still has that Liliana available if he wants to pick it up.
Yesterday was the first time Sleepy ever played Crixie in competitive play. So I don't think it's fair to be like, oh no, Sleepy can only play Crixie. He can play a lot of things very well. We've just never seen him play anything quite that well, because I haven't seen very many mage players play anything that well.
Oh, for Korea, though, locking in the Omen. And that's a bad omen to see, TJ, because unfortunately...
Did you workshop that?
I literally in my head right now.
Right. Well, I could tell. That Omen
Excuse me.
Very, 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 very powerful, and Korea in their hands especially. Like I said, 76.5% win rate for the character as a whole in the AWC. That's across a number of games. Chaser and Sun, they wield it to such extreme potential.
Now for Korea, also looking possibly again toward that Lindis. Did see the Scud get locked in here for North America. So already a lot of knock up, a lot of CC coming on through. But for Korea, the call seems to be, once again, allow Rush to carry, protect him when it comes to these fights.
You know how you can tell Korea are having fun? Every single pick is hovered over something ridiculous.
Yeah, they're tempting us. They just said, we could play this for a game and see what happens. We could see if people want to.
What are you going to do, TJ? Say we can't play Alluvia? Wait, what? Like we couldn't play Natalia?
Lock-ins coming on through. So, of course, it's going to be the Lindis. And hey, wow. All right,
Sleepy.
now they're bringing out the picks.
Getting back at the Koreans a little bit. I like the passive... Oh, my God. Okay.
What? Okay.
So, I was on board with the passive-aggressive mage threatens. Kali isn't crazy. It is a character that has seen play. It is a character that is decent. It is also one we haven't seen yet at the AWC.
Yeah, this is a first time here for North America, so we'll have to see whether or not Sleepy can pull through. Still one more pick left here in the rotation for North America. Still could go for their jungle or decide elsewhere, maybe where they want to try and get some support.
Sleepy, of course, on that character will have the benefit of the Ethereal Pulse, For me, that's big because of the backline damage from the ultimate. It's going to be constant, long-range damage. There's no ultimate that is longer ranged. When you couple that with the soul summoning, that's the big AoE burst, you could slow people down and hammer them. If you have backline follow-up, I think that's a good combo to pin down some of these characters they've been working so hard to chase down.
Now for North America, also picking up the Violet for Pew. But again, he's got to make it. He's got to survive to the game, to the late game here. But Rush, well, he goes to his name. He plays the game fast. Korea just clean up the jungle. And there were even times when I saw Pew, you know, deciding where to go on the map, you know, taking the extra couple seconds, slowing down his clear time, and that affected him.
Yeah, we haven't seen decisiveness out of North America, and I want to see that back. Give me the NA that groups up early, presses into the jungle, and shuts things down. Maybe the addition of Sleepy on Kali as somebody who can play a little bit further back and is really good wave clear adds to that. You don't need to worry about your mid lane so much. You can stay tight and fast as a mobile unit.
Well, for Korea, final lock-ins coming on through the Arduin and the flag.
They can get this Alice if they like.
They could go for it. I don't know if it's what they want here for Rest, because I didn't see the performance that I was expecting.
Yeah, Rest has been struggling on the Alice. He plays it really well, though, and I've been asking them, advocating for them to just play to their strengths.
They have to here. This is do or die for North America. They lose here, and their World Cup journey comes to an end. Do not join us next weekend at the TCL Chinese Theater in Hollywood. They go on home, or maybe stay, view from the audience if they want to.
Got an excellent deal on tickets.
Oh, you can't be doing that. I know I made the funeral joke, man, but come on. There's still that chance. It's game 3. It's do or die. Ooh. And you might as well pull out the picks that no one was expecting.
Okay, well, Auravar's not nuts. He's a viable support roam. The big thing he offers instead of Alice is he can take that front line. Perhaps they were feeling like they weren't in a situation where their front line was tough enough to deal with dive, and maybe they're feeling like the ganks are getting on their nerves. Oramar is more self-sufficient than an Alice.
Well, here for Korea, looking to lock in their ticket to our semifinals next weekend. We're seeing, again, some more new picks. I don't think Hawk has actually played the Flash here at the World Cup yet. I think this is a first for him.
He does play it, I know, but it is out of the ordinary. We've only seen a few flashes so far. It's certainly a good character. It's particularly good at diving backline. So if, say, you're dealing with a Natalia, you might want to flash because you can actually use that super speed to get in before there's a reaction, tie people up, and then disengage. Of course, Korea aren't having any trouble in team fights because they're only taking them in the late game. That's why their KDAs are so insanely high. It's because they don't ever take fights they could possibly lose. They just disengage, 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 disengage. I want to see North America force that to change by pressuring objectives Korea cannot afford to lose.
And just a quick reminder of those insane KDAs. Coming out of the group stage, Chaser, 8 KDA. Rush, 8.6 KDA. Hawk, 10 KDA.
Oh, Jesus.
And now North America have to try and find a way to diminish those values, force a reverse sweep all the way back to game 5. And look at this, running it straight into the jungle. Maybe that's the hope they're looking for. Sun actually a little bit separated. No CC though, quite available for North America as they go for this invade.
I asked for a little bit of aggression back from North America, decisiveness, and maybe this is it. However, already Sun's doing what he did last game. Hello, opposing jungle. I live here now.
On top of that, trying to cause pressure because see this Lindis going across the map. Rush says, all right, don't even want to deal with you. And Pew going down quite low, is able to escape. J-Jax over there toward the side. Hawk wanted to go for it. Instead, it's like Korea, a little bit separated. Sun rejoins though, has to get the help, is able to pull him on back. Hawk goes on in, takes back the buff from Pew. First blood to Korea.
That's mine, I'll have it back. Korea still have pressure as well. That's not the end of the tail. Rest needs to pull all the way back, and it's a lot of jungle control ceded to them.
And like that, Korea just take everything you have. North America, they do at least answer.
J-Jack just stole it! That? The energy surge, a parting gift, takes the buff.
And on top of that, Chaser gonna go ahead, secure the Might Golem for Rush down here. Already 1,000 gold lead after just a minute and a half, TJ.
Gross.
Gross, that's all you got.
That's it, I'm sorry. Chaser will be playing this bot lane on Arduin, a character we've actually seen a lot more of recently. And I like the character, particularly because of his CC potential.
Oh, Hawk goes on in, is not able to use that Cyclone just yet. Still sitting at level 3. Rush is also there, looking for some fun in that mid lane. Sleepy just looking to clear out the wave, it would seem. Still have Rest looking toward the side, wanting to protect his mage, but so far, Korea, Sun? He's just striking a pose. He's already striking a victory pose, TJ.
He just has to think about that as Soul Eater.
He's like,
why am I here? What is a cup? What is an A, W, or C?
Sun gonna also hit level 4 off that wave, and Korea right away start up the Abyssal Dragon. This is a team that I said, they usually don't get the first Abyssal Dragon, but they are showing that North America,
no pressure from NA.
They'll just take everything away from them if North America's gonna allow them.
And like what are NA currently finding value on a little bit in the mid lane, I guess, but that's not worth it. You need to be pressing forward. They have the group we were asking for, Sleepy, Pew, and of course Rest, but they're not pressing forward and challenging, and indeed they're ceding objective control across the map.
You see Rush also coming on over there. KO is in toward the side. Rest goes down extremely low. Rush going to be kicked on down. All right, KO, he's able to pick himself up a kill and finally find the first one of the series for North America. Make it 2 KO. He's just doubled the kill count of North America.
Literally 200% better than last game. It's coming home. North America take the series.
Still, though, a mountain to climb if they want to fight their way back into this one. But a nice response after giving up that first Abyssal Dragon. You see KO, he snuck in behind them.
Yeah, I really do like this from KO, actually. It was a very smart flank to go around, because the value of Scud in this is that he slows down the fight and allows Sleepy and Pew to find pressure. We said, North America, find team fights. That's where you excel. That's what they did. They forced a team fight. Korea got overconfident, took one they normally wouldn't, and already are feeling the results as NA, for the first time, are able to take a tower, able to find pressure.
All right, they just got to keep up that momentum, though. That is the key here for North America if they want to keep on going forward. Rest, got to be careful there. J-Jack toward the side is actually looking for the engage.
Spider sense was tingling.
He's thinking, I feel like there might be a giant elephant in this bush.
The elephant in the room, as it were.
Oh, elephant on.
Sleepy will have mid lane clear, but the pressure isn't there. Korea wants a gank.
Have to be careful underneath his tower. Rest does come on over, as the Flash also going to be making his way up through the jungle instead. Korea back off, going to go ahead, pick up that Spirit Sentinel for Rush.
They are forcing Korea to back off from these objectives, though. I just want to see a more aggressive rotate. Bot lane, there is a fight. Top lane around that golem there is as well. 2 engagements.
This is a scary thing here, is Omen for Sun. Hawk also coming on over toward the side. Sleepy trying to use his ultimate. Oh my lord, KO. He's got to be running on back. Gets brought on in, is able to push Sun back away. Second Abyssal Dragon is available for the taking if one of these teams oversteps.
Pew is doing quite well. This is a nice change. He's at level 7, leading the team. That's what you want. Sleepy as well, doing decently. Also, holding at level 7. Keep that going. Stay in the game with your junglers. Keep pressuring. Stop Korea from stealing everything. And please, for the love of God, take that first Abyssal, North America.
Pew also sitting over toward the side. They know J-Jack's over here. Rest's going to spot him. He's going to push him back down the river. Still, though, 3 members of North America starting to group here for the Abyssal Dragon. Looks like the call might be made as they see 3 members of Korea going for a dive in top lane. North America, they're going to have to go for this if they want to try and trade an objective.
Can MTS hold top? This is the question. He did. Excellent work. North America get the Dragon for no return. Finally challenging aggressive for the first time this set.
And you see J-Jack coming back North America grouping together. Hawks also taking a decent chunk of damage. Does get back underneath this tower. You can see that range, though, coming in from Sleepy. Cyclone back on top of Rest. He's still the pretty tanky one, but Hawk will pick up the kill. Now Sun gonna come on over and add some light onto the situation. Pew gets taken on down. 5 members of Korea in the mid lane.
Nicely done to isolate them like that. You focus down the tank of Rest, and then he's removed. There is nothing that can interrupt, stun you while you're trying to burn down Pew, the all-important jungler, to pick up.
You see here from the side of Korea also looking to hide into the jungle, almost catching out Sleepy as he came on down. Instead, opting to go for the play onto KO. He doesn't have that much health. He's got to run back all the way to the second tier tower. Sleepy's also over there, but the tower gets taken on down.
Beautifully done by that Korean roster. All they need to do is get a siege minion under tower for seconds, and Rush can already burn it down.
See Hawk coming on back toward the mid lane, was looking to scout out members of North America. Pew still into that jungle, farming away. It's where we want to see the Violet. He's only 600 gold behind Rush, keeping it a bit closer than what we saw in the previous games. For North America, you got to be feeling a little bit more confident. Just got to be careful. Don't want to get caught out.
I'm interested in this Juggernaut build. He builds boots first. This is normally you build Orb of the Magi first, because on the Juggernaut it's very important to have enough damage to clear a wave. He actually builds the boots because he wants to be constantly mobile in the jungle. That's what Korea values more. They don't need to win the team fights early game. That's not what they look for. They look for map control, pressure, knowledge, knowing where their opponents are at all times.
See Rush pushing on over. Pew's got to be careful. Sun also over toward the side. J-Jack and Hawks, and look at this. Korea now going to rotate back on down, pick up the Abyssal Dragon. They were able to secure the vision that they required to see where North America was. Second Abyssal for Korea.
Korea aren't done yet. Still the mid lane to push. Sleepy does have that formidable clear with the Ethereal Pulse ultimate, and I think that's going to be enough to hold the tower, but this is looking dire for North America if they can't get back on top.
Well, Rest has to be careful, taking a decent chunk of damage himself. Spirit Sentinel is all that's being fought over. Korea are going to go ahead.
They don't challenge, and I understand why they're behind. I understand why the call comes through. Don't take this fight.
Korea are going for Darkslayer.
It's not going to change, though, if you cede objectives like that, because Korea know, well, if you're over here and you're not going to fight us for Spirit Sentinel, what are the odds you're going to press far enough forward to see that we have the Slayer buff?
And that is unfortunate for North America. Pew showed himself in the bot lane, and that's an easy take for Korea. Without their marksman, without that punish to maybe go for a steal. North America, they had the solid start to the game. Now starting to slip a bit. We're hitting that 9-minute mark, and this is where Korea turned on. This is where they said, all right, we're going to go for the end of the game. We're going to go for these dives.
Oh, nice.
Onto members. Sleepy's able to trade back the damage, but Hawk does get to safety.
NA are still in this game. This is the difference between this and previous games. North America,
the flag. Right
Sleepy!
Sleepy gets taken down in between the towers. MTS also there for the fight. They're able to take down the tower on the side of Korea as they look to keep on pushing on forward. North America just looking to do what they can to stop the siege. That's now the third tower of the game, and up in top lane, Chaser's gonna make it 4. Down in bot lane, Sun took one as well. And just like that, Korea opened up a 6,000 gold lead.
And you can already see the effects of it. Chaser is so tanky in that fight. Pew, who is not under-leveled, was dumping damage into him to no effect. Here's the high ground under threat.
This is what we see all the time. Shock comes on down. MTS looking to clear the wave. It seems like there's an internal timer on Korea. You hit the 9-minute mark, they say, all right, guys, we can play the game now. We can go for the end, it seems. North America, they're able to hold on, but they're now down 7,000. Hawk goes on in. Cyclone's able to do the damage, and the high ground tower will fall. They took out Pew. The rest of the team following on forward. Korea looking to slot their way into the semifinals next weekend. Chaser gets taken down low. Hawk goes back on in. North America, they're able to hold, but they lose out on the high ground tower, and that mid lane is just barely alive.
Rush just needs to peek in, and it will fall, and that gold lead is now terrifying. Over 5,000.
You can make that over 7,000, TJ. It's a bit ridiculous here from Korea, surging forward, taking just that Dark Slayer. They say, all right, North America, if you want to give us this objective this early, we'll take the rest of the map and we will claim our spot into the semifinal. North America, this is now do or die in these fights. They have to be perfect and they need multiple ones if they want to fight their way back.
They're underleveled badly. The only way this happens is if you isolate players, if you pick off people like Sun, or if you take a perfect fight underneath tower.
I don't even know if they can deal with Sun at this point on the Omen. He could probably 1v2, maybe even 1v3, depending on the members.
Yeah, he's just got so much life steal, and of course the builds are so nearly complete, especially on players like Omen who've been farming up this whole time.
Still see Sun applying pressure, mid lane being cleared out. Korea just looking for one member of North America to overstep. Sleepy going to use his ultimate, trying to zone off away. 3 members of NA
Chaser
in the top lane. And Korea, they can go for the rotation. Hawk goes on in and takes down Pew. It's a bloodbath at the steps of the North American base.
Pew melting early is big. That's their largest source of damage. Here's their second high ground.
Hawk goes back in. Cyclone onto 4 members of North America. Korea are surging forward back into the base. Take down 2 members. 3 left to hold, but the core is under fire. Korea make it all the way to the TCL Chinese Theater next weekend.
North America are going home in the quarterfinals of the Arena of Valor World Cup.
You can see there, Korea, it's just another day at the office. They're able to pick up a clean 3-0 sweep, almost 2 perfect games in that series, TJ. But for North America, see Rest there already out of his chair, going for the handshake, having a smile on his face. North America, they gotta be happy they were the ones to at least make it out of groups.
Yes, I mean, it cannot be highlighted enough. North America are one of the regions that had the least time in the game. To do this well, to succeed, to get this far is absolutely worth celebrating. Korea, though, I don't want to take anything away from them. That was insane.
And just dominating, to say the very least, as we take a look at the stats. You can see there, Korea, they don't even need to go for the fights. 8 kills, but they were so far ahead, TJ, just with the objectives.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at the damage dealt. I'm actually yes, Hawk, but I'm actually most excited by Chaser. Look at how much of his damage taken, or how much of the team's damage taken that was distributed onto him and Hawk combined. That's actually really cool. The reason Hawk's damage taken is so high is because he keeps resetting with super speed, so it almost doesn't count. He dives in, takes most of his HP, and bails. For the Arduin, I never saw him get low. So to me, that's a sign of exactly how built the Arduin is.
You saw in North America, KO was able to find themselves a double kill early, but then from there, it just felt like North America, they wouldn't contest any objectives, and they kept getting caught.
Beautifully done by Korea to shut down, and this was a beautiful team fight as well. The flank coming out, NA could have held that mid-tower. It was the flank that ended the game. Korea, we highlighted them in our notes as master tacticians, and they were here today shutting down the North American backline, and then eventually this game out farming it so hard.
Oh yeah,
that Pew had nothing he could do. You could see him just dumping as much damage as he could and being deleted. Same goes for Sleepy.
And same goes for the core. 3 times North America fell here in the quarterfinals. But hey, you were able to make it all the way to the AWC. You gotta be feeling happy if you're this team and this organization. Let's take a quick look at our post-game breakdown. Of course, last game was the longest. Korea, though, it seems that 9-minute mark, that's when they decide to hit the go button and go for the end of the game.
Beautifully done by them. Again and again, they just farm up the jungle, they build themselves so far ahead that they don't even need to take fights the early game, and they just turn on. They're like, oh, okay, we've got a 3,000 gold lead on every individual member, we can just power through them.
Well, guys, for Korea, they're going to be feeling pretty happy with their performance as they move on into our semifinals next weekend. We're going to go ahead, throw it on over to Matt on stage.